Welcome to another episode of the Unicorn Circuit, your weekly dose of Fanking, car news. Is that even legal? MyTown.
Couple of new segments this week.
There are new segments, Martin. We're checking out some viewers' cars
Some
from
My
all
Crap
around
Car.
the world.
It's this new section called My Crap Car. It's a feeling I know very well.
And so we'll be seeing some of your crap cars today. How you going, mate?
I'm good.
You still eating dick for breakfast?
Yeah, Dick Smith's Bush Foods, can highly recommend it. He gives all the profits to charity, which I think makes him a cool dude.
This is not a sponsored content. It's just that you eat dick for breakfast.
Yeah, I do.
And I started eating it as well. He makes dick butter as well, doesn't he?
And Aussie nuts.
And Aussie nuts as well?
Which is like peanut butter and, what's he call his Vegemite ripoff?
Aussie Mite?
Aussie Mite.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm going to check it out, mate. What do you eat for breakfast? And who cares? Let's just talk into car news.
Car news this week. There's lots of stuff in the car news this week. There's one really exciting bit of car news that I'm going to get to, but I'm going to get to that point in a quite roundabout way by kicking it off by saying, Geely...
You're talking about the Hyundai Prius, aren't you?
No, I'm talking about something else. You can get to that when you're ready.
That's pretty exciting.
So there's a company called Geely, which is like a Chinese multinational company, whatever, that owns a bunch of car brands. They own Volvo.
Do they?
They own Volvo cars, not Volvo diggers, Volvo buses, Volvo everything else machinery. Volvo cars was actually sold to Ford in 1999. Well, they've just bought that. So now if you see a Volvo car, it's owned by a Chinese company called Geely.
Do you think Geely like Twilight?
Why?
The movie?
Why?
Well, you know the movie Twilight? It's about the werewolf that sleeps with the...
I've never seen Twilight.
Yep.
Have you watched it?
No.
Yeah.
But
You have, haven't you? Apparently.
I don't know. No, anyway, so I'm assuming they are somehow involved with them.
Why?
Well, that's not even a joke. No, because Geely must be involved with the film company because all the cars in Twilight are Volvos.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a good bit of news that I had no idea about.
Okay, no, but the main cars in it, the feature cars in Twilight film are Volvos, which means Geely, the company that you're talking about, must be somehow in bed with the film company for them to get their product in it.
I think Volvo still runs as like a Swedish thing. It just has ownership by another company, which happens all the time. All the time. Why is this important? Because Geely also just bought Perodua. Why is Perodua important?
And isn't Perodua the Daihatsu of Malaysia?
Exactly. They make reproduction Daihatsus using the original plans rather than come up with their own car. They just remake them, call them a different name. So a Daihatsu Siren is a Viva, and a Daihatsu...
Perodua Kalisa?
Kalisa is
the Cure/Mira?
Is a turd. And there's a Perodua Cancel, which is like a slightly older Syrian.
You know what's funny is you can say to any of these people, I've got a Daihatsu turd, and they know that you mean either a Cure or a Mira.
Yeah.
Like they know that's what a turd is.
And they know what it means if you've got a Syrian GTVI 1.3K 3 VE engine conversion and a drop axle. They've seen them all over the internet as cool cars.
Yeah.
Anyway, why is that important? I'm not finished. Why is that important? Okay. As of late last year, Daihatsu is now completely 100% owned by Toyota.
Really?
Yep. 100%.
So they're going to be making the Daihatsu BRZ?
No. Okay.
You would drive one of them, wouldn't you?
This leads me to the fact that Toyota,
he would drive one of them
owns stakes in Subaru, which makes sense. So all these sort of like partnerships is the reason why you start seeing things like 86s and BRZs, because they actually buy shares in each other's companies to share technology. Rather than just say, oh, can we borrow the plans for the 86, please? They go, let's do a business thing together. And they go, okay, you can have some of my shares and I'll have some of your shares. And then they go and make cars.
Are you saying it's not actually two companies? It's ultimately one thing with two arms and they're just finger doodling each other?
Best example. So in the late 90s, Renault bought big stake in Nissan. They actually saved them and they put a CEO in there, a guy called something Gossain or something, and he turned the whole thing around. He won medals from the Japanese government of saying thank you for fixing our company, and he's been there since 2001, which is a pretty good run, and Nissan are smashing it. Nissan make the most road-going, highway-ready EVs at the moment. That's a stats a couple of months old, but...
Hyundai's coming though.
Hyundai's coming. So, I mean, it gives you an example of where Nissan are at. When you think of Nissans and 370Zs and Infinitis, like to me, there's no GTR, like R34 GTR. GTR is a good example of other cars they make. But there's other ones. Tata, is that the Indian one?
Yeah, you put it on fish and it's delicious.
They own Jaguar and Land Rover in their entirety. And just recently, Nissan bought a controlling stake in Mitsubishi, cost them $2 billion.
Who does Mitsubishi own?
$2 billion. I don't know that Mitsubishi owns anyone. Mitsubishi's been struggling.
Okay.
They have been struggling. That's why you're not seeing new Evos and stuff
Probably
like that
because
as well.
of their Evo 10. Excuse me.
Most importantly, and the point of this entire story is that nobody owns Honda except Honda. Honda have been making the Civic since the early 70s, and this year it just turned 45. Thank you, Honda, for making the Civic for so long and for making a B16B.
Thank you, Martin.
We're around the block to go up the road.
Is that where is that all the news we were getting to that point?
Yeah, I just
about
want to say that, yeah,
So Hondas are independent. You've got like a Nissan hanging out with Mitsubishi, with Toyota and Daihatsu and whatever, and Honda is out on their own going, man, we're ahead.
And they're one of the youngest.
They're VTeching their way into the future.
Absolutely, and they're one of the youngest companies, so they're like 1948 approximately. A lot of these companies like Daihatsu were 30s and 20s, and I think one of them was 1915 making airplanes. Subaru has been around, Fuji Heavy Industries has been around since then. But Honda's like young, they're like, hello.
Well, go Honda then. Because Honda, I've just realised, Martin, you can do some chop fingers and add that to it, and now it's H for Honda.
The only hatchback that's been made longer than the Civic is the Toyota Corolla.
Martin, let's talk about a Vauxhall. The Vauxhall. Is that how you say it?
Yeah.
A Vauxhall? Anyway, apparently that's some kind of car that someone on the other side of the world gets if they want to buy a car. Anyway, we recently ran a story about old mate who had a yellow car and it was vandalised because people, they said that his car was photobombing their photos. When they came to his town to take photos of his community stuff, those people can just go eat a big avocado for all I care.
With tartar on it.
With tartar sauce. He caved, Martin.
What?
He bought a grey car. He was going to replace it, and he bought a grey car because he was just like, he's in his 80s. He just wants to drive around without there being any problem. I'm not super happy about the result, Martin, really, because he's like caving to the pressures of external forces that are not even in his thing.
Tribe has spoken.
Except there's another tribe, Martin.
Yeah.
A tribe has coagulated and collaborated and conspired to do a massive yellow car meet, which is happening on April the 1st.
Yep.
They're going to Bibury, which is his town.
Yep.
He's joined in.
Does he still have a yellow car?
He doesn't have a yellow car, but he's going to be with a mate who's got a yellow car. He's going there, and the town will be descended on with a yellow mass of cars. And if you're a tourist who doesn't like yellow cars, I suggest you leave and don't come back anytime soon. What is funny is there's going to be photos of just yellow cars all over the internet. And in some ways, in this modern age, we'll put that little town on the map. But there's more to it, Martin. They're raising money. I don't know how they're doing it, but they're raising money for the Butterfly Garden, which is a charity. So they've turned a nasty thing into a good thing, and I think the world needs more of that. So well done to owners of yellow cars everywhere.
Can you hear the cricket? There's literally crickets. You know, sometimes you can hear crickets?
Yes.
There's actually crickets. I don't know, there was a lot of rain the other day, and I think the cricket's found a new home, and he's just there getting his little back leg and going, that's how they make the noise.
Did you have any more news of note?
Just about crickets.
Okay. I don't have any news of note, but I have one more piece of news.
Yeah, go.
Hyundai.
Yep.
They're getting in on the electric train.
Hyundai own a stake in Kia.
They're like, you know what, Prius, everyone likes them.
Do you reckon they all have barbecues? Because like we own a steak and we want to take our barbecue, we want to come and barbecue
we own
our
a steak.
Well, the steak must be over at Kia's headquarters, and they go, we own a steak, and they go into the fridge and pull out the steak, and then...
All right, so Hyundai is making a car to try and compete with the Prius, depending on how you say it. Here's the news about it that no one cares about.
Would you rather own a sausage or a steak in a company? I'd rather own a sausage.
It's called the Ioniq because it's meant to sound like iconic.
And someone skewers your idea.
And it's got lithium-ion batteries, and they're not made by Samsung. They're made by LG.
Lithium-ion batteries?
Yes, they were nickel metal hydride previously, I think, in the High Rob, in the previous version of the Prius, and now they're lithium-ion. LG is making them. That's it. I tried to find the most bland news I could find.
Was that it?
That's
so
the whole
exciting.
news. Oh, really?
Yeah.
I was like, of all the things that are happening, I tried to find the least interesting, and there it is.
Lithium-ion batteries is what's in your laptop.
This section's gone for too long.
Lithium-ion batteries is what's in your laptop and your iPhone.
Going.
It's basically a stack of iPhone batteries
to the top again, we're stopping.
and a stack of like drill batteries, and they put them in, and they're all 3 volts usually.
Tick, tick, tick. Is that even legal? This week in...
Is that even legal?
We're talking about nudity. Now, Martin, in Singapore a couple of years ago, we went there, and of course they've got all sorts of interesting laws about how you own and buy cars with their COE, the Certificate of Entitlement. All sorts of rules about smoking and chewing gum there, like not smoking in public and chewing gum's illegal and these other things, and a lot of things that seem to actually make sense. But here's a little known fact. It's illegal to be naked.
Anywhere? Or in public? Surely in public that's illegal.
In public it's illegal to be
makes
naked.
sense.
In private, it's illegal to be naked.
What?
Yes. Now, I actually checked the statute. Actually, no, I'm not going to claim to have checked anything because this is just for entertainment.
Statute of limitations.
I had a look at some legal resource to actually check this. It does look like it is illegal to be naked in a private place if there's any way of somebody seeing you while you're in that private place. So, for example, if you got changed near the window and someone could see you, that's illegal.
Okay.
Imprisonment for that.
I've been to, there's sometimes high-rise apartment buildings, and you go to a friend's place or whatever, and all the windows and curtains are open. A lot of these apartments face each other.
Yes.
And because everyone leaves their curtains open. And my question to one of my mates was, how come you leave it open? He goes, everyone's doing the same boring crap every day. What are they going to do? Sit there and watch me like
a boring crap.
Play Doom, or they're going to watch me like cook breakfast or whatever? Like it's
what's a boring crap?
Which is interesting because then in that situation, you have to go, is it their fault for looking or my fault for being nude? And should you shut your curtains? It's a bigger issue.
Let's compare that to Australia. So in Australia, it is illegal to be naked in a public place, but it's not illegal to be naked like in your own backyard or something like that. But if people see you being naked, they can complain.
They can complain.
And then it can kind of go from there. Were you saying there was somebody who didn't like their neighbours, so they got nude?
Oh, there's a news story recently about a dude whose neighbours, I think, had built a big house next to him or something, and he didn't like it that he lost all his privacy. So in order to regain his privacy, he walked around naked.
He had a newfound appreciation for getting a tan on his gooch. Woo! Weird stuff off the internet.
This time in Weird Stuff Off the Internet, we have a combination of cars that some would say is weird, and it is stuff, and I got it off the internet, so it qualifies. This is pretty cool. This, my friend, is the mad
that is good
Roadkill vs MCM shirt that the cool guys at Roadkill made up. There's even a Roadkill with little chopped fingers and their logo.
That's pretty good, Martin.
MCM thing. Yeah, it is pretty cool. It's fun. The guys, you can get them through Roadkill's website, by the way, if anyone does want one. We think that's pretty rad. It even says Roadkill in there.
That's like a cool collaborative T-shirt, isn't it?
Yeah. Turn inside out to protect print and ornamentation. Well, see, that's tricky because I'd want to wear it where you can see the logo. But they're saying turn inside out.
They mean when you wash
to
it,
protect.
man.
It doesn't say that. It doesn't specify. So really, you have to wear your shirt inside out all the time. And I wonder if you can actually see it. Well, you can't see anything. You might as well just buy a black T-shirt then. Then it's not weird and it's not off the internet because you can buy them anywhere. Turn inside out to protect ornamentation. Check out my Roadkill shirt.
All right, let's...
Pretty cool though.
You done?
Yeah, I'm done.
Wow. Let's move on to our brand new segment, which is called...
My Crap Car.
Welcome to our brand new segment on the show called My Crap Car, where you guys show us how crap your cars really are.
This week we're going to kick it off with an awesome little segment about a poor old Renault Clio that's been left out in the elements. This is pretty cool and I'm excited to show it.
Hello Unicorn Circuit. This is my crap car.
It is 2003 Renault Clio.
My sister bought it as her first car. She drove it for maybe 4 years. The car has been sat here for about 5 years. Let me show it to you. So note the grime growing all over it basically. This side is particularly bagged. The mirrors are completely covered in shite. This is the bonnet. Yep, that's about right. So now I'll start the car. It does run. The inside leaks. So this is a sunroof that it came equipped with. And you can see it's covered in water on the inside. which is fun. I'm sure that's great. Here's the steering wheel, which is, you know, I'm not going to touch that. Now we're going to see if it's going to start, because this car basically just doesn't like working. Okay, we're holding it on the starter. Okay, we'll try again. So the roof is leaked, so it's gone down into the footwell. The floor is just sodden, watch. Water comes out. Oh yes, actually started that time. This car has probably not run for about 2 years. We'll see if it works. Note this damage here. Could probably kill yourself with that, and that's what the engine does. There you go. Back to normal. Panels do not fit properly. It's still full of my sister's old stuff that she just didn't take with her. Really is not a great way. Right, thanks for watching. That was my crap car.
That car looks like it would stink badly.
It smells so bad. That many winters, especially where this guy lives, like out in the
5
cold.
years.
Oh my God.
Rank.
Yeah, not good.
Now, Martin, also sneaking into the segment this week is something that holds a special place in my heart, mate. We're checking out a Holden Camira, which I would say is one of the worst cars ever made. You hardly ever see them around anymore. I had a yellow one. I traded up from my Mini. My first car was the Mini, and I traded up to a Camira. It was like a hand-me-down that originally came from a driving school, and it had gone around the clock and back again.
Does this mean you're going to, like, history's going to repeat itself and you're going to trade up from your Mini to another Camira?
That's exactly what's going to happen, mate. LS1 Camira coming soon on Mighty Car Mods, the other show that none of you have heard about, because it's nowhere near as good as this one. Anyway, so this Camira snuck in because I used to own one. Mine had 3 wheels. I crashed into a ditch. You did too. Your own car, so I'm feeling better about that. The reason that it snuck in, Martin, and I say snuck in, is A, because it's a Camira, which is the definition of a crap car, and B, it was filmed that way. Submissions will only be taken in this way in the future.
Unicorn Circuit this way.
We're going to use some digital fandangery to flip it around, but here it is. This is a crap Camira.
Hello, the Unicorn Circuit. This is my crap car. Let me take you through it. 1988 Holden Camira. Original paintwork. Has a few little scuffs on it, but yeah, it's fine. More quality paintwork across the bonnet. 280,000 Ks. It's barely skipped a beat. Nothing wrong with a little bit of duct tape and cable ties to keep something running. She might be a crap car, but I love her. Wouldn't give her up. I can fix anything in here with a hammer and a bit of string. These don't break down, just bits fall off them. New stereo, held in by gravity. Banging kicker speakers. I really should put the door panels back on. Now, a little while ago, I did kind of lose my keys to the car while I was driving it. So since then, we've had some upgrades. Switches and a push button start. And listen to her purr. I probably could use a new exhaust, but it's fine. So there you have it. My crap car, my daily driver, my Camira.
So there it is. That is our brand new segment, My Crap Car. If you would like to share your crap car with us, you can send us a link to a YouTube video at mycrapcar@theunicorncircuit.com. 2 things you got to make sure you include. Make sure you shoot landscape on your phone or device, and make sure in the intro you say, "Hello Unicorn Circuit, this is my crap car." Without ticking both of those boxes, unfortunately, we cannot share the video of your crap car.
No crap car, too big, too small, too good, or too rubbish. It just has to be crap. You define it for us.
Let's kick into Fank of the Week.
Ding, 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 ding. You love the Fanking music. You made that, didn't you? That's fantastic. It's one of my favourite track ever. Has anyone ever noticed when the Fank comes up, there's just this music that accompanies it all the time? Bing, 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 bing.
That music, how that was made, is we were sitting here having lunch once, and we were like, we probably should make some music for that, and we're like, we could do it while we had lunch, so we used an app on the phone, and we made silly noises in it. And then we attached that to certain things, and then we sequenced it, and that's the music that you hear, which
Bing,
is...
bing, bing, bing. Everyone's here for the Fanking.
Yeah,
What have we
everyone's
got?
here for the Fanking. Let's cack right into it. Kick, cack, cack.
Oh, it's about me. Well,
There we
no,
go.
no, 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 no.
It's the perfect ass.
There you go.
Boom. Well,
done.
Martin, we're going to move right through them because there's
smash
just so
through 'em.
many. We're just going to
Yeah.
smash through. Here we go. Stumpy.
Love it. Well done.
What is that?
It's very
Creaming soda flavoured low-fat milk.
Ooh. No.
We do not get that over here, and the
No.
answer is no. Martin, oh! Well done. Well done. I've seen Knob Creek, but
Knobreek.
Knobreek may potentially go with the first bank.
Spelling errors are completely acceptable, by the way.
That's amazing. Well done. All right, here we've got the, the chocolate log,
Well done.
which is slang in Australia for a...
Something that...
doesn't matter what that is. Martin, here it is, nut spray.
Coconut
Boom.
and mango, they are just so versatile.
If we can get a coconut and mango item, you would get man nut spray.
Yes, you would.
Megabone,
Well done.
all beef.
Yep.
Good job in their dog food aisle. Squirt. Straight up, get on it. Martin, what's that green stuff back down there? We don't get that in Australia.
is celery juice.
Is it?
Yeah, 100%. Bright green like that, celery juice. Pineapple on the right, celery, and then there's like a ready watermelon looking one.
Celery juice is not a thing.
Yeah, it is.
I think it's kiwi fruit juice.
No, it's not.
possibly.
No way. You know how many kiwi fruits you'd need? Anyway, we're digressing.
Martin, here we go. Polish sausage.
Polish sausage.
Oh, polish the sausage. It means Polish sausage.
Polish sausage.
Poland, the land, or polish the sausage?
Both. In Poland.
Okay. Martin, which is a good little thing, of course, our other show, Mighty Car Mods, started on TV in Poland
It did.
last week.
Yeah.
It's also started in the States and is starting all over the world. But I saw the Polish one because somebody filmed a bit of it and put it up on the page of the other show that we make, and I got to see it. If Mighty Car Mods is on TV in your country, can you film a little bit of it and put it up on the Mighty Mods wall? Because we want to hear the voiceover talents of whoever revoiced them. Anyway, there's Polish people. There's a dude for you and a dude for me.
Look at the reverse backwards thumbing technique. I really like that.
That's pretty good.
Like he really wanted to stay right-handed with the phone.
I can't do that at the moment. Anyway, if Mighty Mods is on TV in your country, film a little bit, post it on the wall. I'd love to hear what the voices sound like.
That's our other YouTube show we make.
I wouldn't recommend watching it, would you?
Yeah, it's good.
Nah. And if you're part of it,
Full of
unsubscribe
Daihatsus.
and subscribe to this show instead. Martin, Super Blow. Boom. This guy's buying a spoon. That's a big spoon. Why do you need a ladle? Why? Tell us. Martin, here's Big Marty.
It says Big Meaty.
Oh, Big Meaty. Should have gone to Specsavers. Here we go. Well done.
Wasn't expecting
well
that
done. Well done. Oh, wow.
Oh, nothing to say.
Moving on. Arse Fresh, Mum.
Oh,
There it is.
what do you reckon that is actually?
Base.
Base fresh.
Isn't it base?
Base fresh.
Cat? Base? What's that personating? Look, it's an interesting melange of edible concoctions on their table, isn't it?
Yeah.
That almost looks like okonomiyaki and little kind of Asian bowls there. Some JDM snacks going on. Martin, here's Nut and Go.
Well done.
Which is... People say wombats do that, don't they? In Australia, so wombats are like a little creature that are not that little. One of our friends ran into one and rode off his car.
Don't run into them.
They're like
They are
they
massive
look like a
units.
barrel.
They look
They're
like a barrel.
barrel
with
down
legs.
on all fours and like going like that.
And they burrow.
Some people, in Australia, they refer to a person as a wombat. You've heard that?
Yeah.
You go, a wombat. It means they come home and they eat something, and then they go to the toilet, and then they leave, like a wombat.
Sure.
But if you've heard that term before?
Yeah, but
They
I've
go,
heard two versions of it. I don't know the difference. There's eats shoots and leaves, and there's eats roots and leaves.
Oh, okay.
Do they eat roots? I don't think they do.
It eats roots and leaves,
think they
meaning
eat
it eats
shoots.
roots and leaves.
I think that means shoots, like little shoots of like little shoots that come out of the ground.
That's
I've never
not
been
what I
able to
thought it meant.
understand it.
That's
Someone
not
will
what I
clear it
thought
up
it
for
meant.
us.
Someone tell us,
hopefully.
what does it mean if you're a wombat? Martin, fill and drill. That's a tennis
What does
trainer.
it do?
It's a tennis trainer, Martin.
Fill and drill.
That's a sad product, isn't it, though?
Is that the
Because
thing on the elastic band?
I don't know, but I think the best tennis trainer would be a mate.
They are awesome, those things.
Are they?
Yeah.
Fill and drill. There it
One
is.
of the first things I ever did, like with tools, was I had to put a screw into the ground so I could attach one of those tennis trainer things.
Do you want one of them?
I had one when I was a kid.
But do you want another one? I'll get you one.
No.
Are you sure?
Where am I going to use it? In here?
Dude, I think you really want one. I'm going to get you one.
Thanks,
Can
man.
someone get us one and send it in, please? And it's from me.
At work.
Martin Dick Toys.
Nice.
Boom. It's a Porsche Spider S15. Does that say 918?
Sure.
Should have gone
Let's go with
to
that.
whatever.
What?
It's
Are they dried shiitake mushrooms?
yeah, but
That's
the
awesome.
tataki
Well
is
done.
done,
I
so
haven't
it's
seen
a
that
dried
before.
Thing. Well done. Would you like to eat a dried tataki?
No.
No?
Didn't I get you a shirt with a mushroom on it?
You did. It says something like that on it. Martin Booty Rub.
No thumbs required.
Nope, just it is what it is. And finally,
It's organic.
last up,
Fank
and
of
it's
the
getting
week.
Fank of the Week, Martin.
It is.
Are you ready? Can you do me a drum roll?
I can't.
Like a... Like, wow, okay. We've got cock napkins.
Wow.
Well done. Now, I was going to say, what would you use them for? But I think it's pretty clear. It's for a cocktail party.
Absolutely.
If you would like to send in your fanks, you can upload your photos to the Fanking Facebook page, which is faceballs.com/Fanking Daily. Some fanks are too rude to share.
They are.
So you've got to have a look at the Facebook page yourself.
And you guys are going off. You really run with this.
You have.
You really have run with
It's-
it.
it's become
what
a thing.
started as just a silly little picture message every now and then has just grown, as things tend to do.
We'll know that Fanking has finally made its way into the greater consciousness once it appears on Urban Dictionary, the true epitome of what is relevant and what is not. How is that done? Someone submit it. Go to Urban Dictionary, submit Fanking, explain what it is. Let's get it out there.
Although Wikipedia don't let you write about stuff that's online, do they? Because you're not allowed to encyclopedia about the encyclopedia's home.
Oh,
That's like-
exception.
Yes, exception, but negative exception.
Martin, let's kick it into My Town.
My
Town.
Town is the delightful segment of the Unicorn Circuit where you show us your town yourself. Make sure you say hello Unicorn Circuit. Make sure you shoot it landscape because we like to see landscapes and this upwards video thing freaks me out.
And if we're getting technical, if there's wind around, if you lick your finger and you stick it right up and you can feel air hitting it, then you may have stuck it in the wrong place. No, if you can feel air hitting it, then there's probably wind noise. And so
like-
try and
Cover your
cup
microphone. Cup it gently.
Anyway, sorry, Martin, as you were.
And this week we are going to Malta. We suggested
You
Malta
requested
as a
Malta.
place. I
Or was
requested
it me? I
Malta.
can't remember.
One of us did.
Last week.
Malta's awesome. I requested Trinidad and Tobago and Brazil, I think, which is still on my list. I still love to see it. Anywhere in South America will do. But this week we're going to Malta by a young gentleman who clearly sounds like he's not necessarily from Malta,
But he's in Malta.
but he's in Malta and he's been
And
there for
that's
a while.
what matters. Let's hit it.
Hi everyone, my name's Harry. This is my input to My Town for the Unicorn Circuit. Today, as requested by Mighty Car Mods, we are filming from Malta. It's a beautiful place. Malta is a set of 3 islands. It's in the Mediterranean Sea. Essentially, I'm standing on Gozo at the moment, and we have Camino in the background, and Malta's in the very distance. One of the things Malta is most famous for is the beautiful weather, the beautiful beaches, and the amazing people. As you can see, we have one of Malta's, well, Gozo's anyway, most popular beaches. This in the summertime is absolutely full of people at the moment, of course. There's not a single person on the beach, as it's a little bit cold today. But aside from that, you know, if you look at the sea, it's just perfect. We have the most brilliant weather in this place. I'm actually in a cave, so let me just turn this around for a minute. And as you can see, we have a cave at the top of this hill. And this is one of my favourite spots to come. It's peaceful. Rarely ever see many people up here, and of course, it's just got this view. Lastly, what I'd like to show the Unicorn Circuit is the Azure Window, one of the most popular tourist locations we have in Malta and Gozo combined, actually. It gets extremely busy here in the summer. Even now in the winter, there's a few people around as well. And you can probably see why it's beautiful. Unfortunately, it is slowly deteriorating, as natural things do. So, if you want to come have a look at it, you better come have a look at it soon, or else it's just going to be in pictures, unfortunately. They've recently banned people from going up there, so that's unfortunately why I can't take you guys up to the top. I'm not getting a fine. Below the Israel window we do have the Blue Hole, which is a popular diving spot, swimming spot, and so on. It's very deep. I don't know how deep, but it's also, well, in the summer, especially if the sun was coming straight down into it, you'll see what I mean. Unfortunately, it's still a bit early in the morning for that. For you Game of Thrones fans, this is where I believe, I'm not a watcher of Game of Thrones myself, but I believe there was a bit of Game of Thrones that was filmed just here. I'm not sure exactly where, when or how, but that's what I've heard. Oh, and just one final thing before I do wrap it up. You're probably wondering, well, he doesn't sound very Maltese. It's because I grew up in Australia. I moved out to Malta 4-5 years ago, something like that. I've been living here ever since, so obviously I sound Australian. I'm half Australian, half Maltese, and yeah, that's about it. Just as I'm walking back to my motorcycle, and yes, they will fit on your Honda.
So there it is, what a legend.
Malta.
It's quite an interesting story, an Aussie dude who
Moved to
has
Malta.
grown up in Australia and then moved in Malta.
Looks
moved
beautiful.
into Malta.
Looks awesome.
It does look amazing. Are we going to go?
I want to go one day for sure.
Yeah, I also want
I
to go.
want to see mad cars.
You can send in your MyTown videos to mytown@theunicorncircuit.com. Make sure you shoot it that way. Make sure you say, hello Unicorn Circuit, this is MyTown. And there it is, Martin.
That's it.
Let's finish this thing off with some random eat bag.
Is that the eat bag one?
Keep going, Martin. This week on the Unicorn Food Bag, we've got some delicious snacks from, I don't know where.
What are they?
Martin, this week we're eating some Kasper Flocker.
Knusper Flocker. Oh, they look good. Wait, it says Knusbigers Knackerbrot in finer vol mischt chocolate. I know what the last one means, and I have a feeling that because this came in the post and Australia's hot and it's summer, they probably got melted.
Oh, you reckon it got a little bit melty?
Yep, definitely. Look at that.
Oh no, that's all right. I'm
No,
still going to go there, mate.
they'll be
That's
fine,
still
but they've
fine.
been like melted and then reset, so they got a bit powdery.
No, that's all right. Thank you very much. This is a Kasper Flocker. These are made in Germany, mate. They're cool und trocken lagen. And if my German serves me correct, that means store it in a cool and dry place. I'm going to munch on this. Thank you very much for watching the Unicorn Circuit. Martin, are you going to get in on this action?
I'm going to get on this action. I'm just looking.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, the colour of the chocolate may change as a result of friction. This does not alter the product's
Oh, friction.
fitness for consumption.
You read that in German? That's
No.
really impressive, man. All right. Oh, they're crunchy.
Oh, they've got
good.
like-
They've got nutty things in them. They've got like a rice bubble.
Oh, yum.
I can highly recommend a Knusper Flocken.
They're great.
Thank you for watching the Unicorn Circuit. We will be back again next week. And for those of you that do watch Mighty Car Mods, our other show,
That's on our other channel.
hopefully there'll be some mini stuff coming out soon. It was put on hold for a couple of weeks because of my fapping incident, but it will be back soon. So thank you very much for watching. That has been the Unicorn Circuit. Farewell.
Knusper Flocken.
Let's get into it.
No.
Oh, why not?
Because you have to eat these in moderation.
I disagree, Martin. I reckon you've just got to go all out. How many do you reckon I can fit in at once? Is
6.
my mum watching?
6.
Mum
she
wouldn't
won't like
it.
this?
No, it's a bit gluttonous, isn't it? Is it? Ah.
Oh. Like I'm the human bib. Oh, that one came. Oh, that one's got slobber on it.